Hey everybody, how's it going? So today I will be putting this radio in my truck, but I want to show you the one that I took out. So this is the one I took out, and I'll insert a clip here of why I took it out. Alright, so we're in the S10, and I'm not going to show taking this radio out because I've got some other modifications, so it won't be the same as like any other S10. But like a couple of problems I'm having with this radio is it's too deep for the dash. And this is the side the harness is on, so of course this is the side that popped out, and the screen, you just can't see it. Like right now with the sun on it, if I were to turn the radio on, it's a little dusty, you can't see the display at all. The display was just on. And I like the radio. It has a good sound. It has the three sets of outputs. This is a Pioneer DEH-X6900BT, and it will actually do iPhone control, which is pretty cool. But it's lacking a few other features. It takes forever to sync to the phone, but it has a good sound, and I liked it. But it's time to move on. And yeah, this has been a good radio, and it has a lot of the features I like. It has front, rear, and sub output. I think rear, front, and then sub, rear, front, sub. Has your basic Pioneer harness. It has steering wheel control, and it has a wired remote and a microphone. It doesn't have steering wheel control unless that is on here, which it could be one of these. I don't know. But let's take a look at what I'm putting in. And so this is the Boss Audio. Let me bring this up and over a little bit. It's the BE9ACP-C. Now this comes with a reverse camera. I'm not sure if I'm going to install that today. I probably am not, because it's going to require me running wires underneath my truck. But I need to clarify that this video is not sponsored in any way, especially by the company who I'm going to name, which is Crutchfield.com. This kit is actually, I think it was like $5 cheaper on Amazon. But when you buy from Crutchfield, you get the wire harness. You get the wire harness, and you get the dash kit, and anything else that might be required to put it in your car. So that's what we're about to do right now. We're about to unbox this, and so the first thing you come across is a piece of styrofoam. Take that out, and here is the screen. Now this is a 9-inch screen. They had a 10 and they had a 7, and I want to take a look at this. It has a very interesting eject mechanism, but it also has a articulated mount, so I can, when it's in the truck, I can tilt it over to me, up, whatever. But we're going to put this back in the bag. And oh, I left a lot of my stuff over there. But so we're going to set that to the side. And then the next thing that's going to come out is the wire harness. I have the owner's manual in my living room, but that would also be in here. We have the Boss Elite backup camera. And then we got to pull all this out. I did look at this already, and here's the actual radio itself. Now, the important part about this radio, let's adjust something real quick, and why I chose this radio over Eric, why didn't you get this? Why didn't you get that? Why didn't you get this? Why didn't you get that? Is because this is a single din. My truck is a din and a half. So you cannot, I'm not going to say you can't put a double din in it, but it's very unwise to. It requires a lot of modification. It's like it can be done, but I happen to like my truck being only slightly modified. So when you look at the front of it, this is what you see. I guess this is the up. Yeah. And yeah, because everything is... So we have a video in, and then you have a right and left in, and you have the front out, rear out, and then sub. So this has all those things that that Pioneer radio had. So if I choose to put subwoofers in this, or choose to, you know, do a bunch of other things, I will be able to do so. And I think right now I'm going to take the cage out, and then I will, at some point I'll start building the dash kit. But I will need to pause this momentarily because I forgot like a few things. But since I have my soldering iron heating up, we'll probably do the wire harness first. So let me pause this for a minute. So as previously mentioned, one of the things that does make buying from Crutchfield pretty decent is they give you a new harness. Now, I could very easily take this old harness that I used on the truck before, and wow, this one I taped, but I used these. Any idea what the heck I was doing? But yeah, I could use that, but you know, Crutchfield gave me a new one, and I'm going to do a new harness. This one, if you're curious, is a Metra 1677-1. Yeah, there's the part number. And the second most dangerous thing a guy can do on YouTube is solder. The most dangerous thing a guy can do is apply thermal paste. Front camera power. Alright, so we're in the S10, and I'm not going to show taking this radio out because I've got some other modifications, so it won't be the same as like any other S10. But like a couple of problems I'm having with this radio is it's too deep for the dash. And this is the side the harness is on, so of course this is the side that popped out, and the screen, you just can't see it. Like right now with the sun on it, if I were to turn the radio on, it's a little dusty, you can't see the display at all. The display was just on. And I like the radio. It has a good sound. It has the three sets of outputs. This is a Pioneer DEH-X6900BT, and it will actually do iPhone control, which is pretty cool. But it's lacking a few other features. It takes forever to sync to the phone, but it has a good sound, and I liked it. But it's time to move on. Alright, so one of the things I ended up doing, oh, I should have taken that off, is I put all my powers and grounds into one bundle here. So everything's just going to plug in together here. And I'll probably just put a zip tie right here. I'll use a red one to kind of keep everything all tidy. Now, I started talking earlier about the wire colors, and I wish I had my flush cutters because this is going to leave a little sharpness. So, almost every radio. Now, I do consider Boss to be a reputable brand. even though some people might not. Any radio you get from a reputable brand, or you're going to have all industry standard wire colors. For your antenna, it's going to be blue. I believe it's the front right. It'll be on this one. Front right is gray, or is that white? Front left is white, then your front right is gray. And then your back passenger side is, well, let's just look at the purple. Maybe it's on the purple. Yeah, your right rear is going to be your purple, and then your front driver, or your rear driver side is going to be green. And this is stuff I should have memorized by now, but for whatever reason I don't. But, so any decent radio you're going to get is going to have your industry standards. So these are going to all mesh up with this radio. Everything's going to be perfectly fine. And like your blue is your remote turn on. One of these is for amplifier. One of these is for, might just be for the antenna, because a lot of them are putting antennas separately like that. I may cut this zip tie and then do my own bundling. I'm not always, when I do radios, a lot of times I'm in a hurry and I don't end up doing them the way I should, like as far as like these bundles go. But this one I'm trying to do properly. I'm going to take all these wires that I'm not using, I'm going to put them all together. A lot of these are all capped off, which is good. If they were not capped off, I would snip them and then I'd put a cap on them. But I'm just going to take a zip tie and use that to, if I really felt like it, I would literally de-pin the harness. But I don't have that tool with me. That's actually in my storage unit. So we'll take that, snip that off. That's going to be nice and sharp while I'm trying to do the rest of it. But I'm going to go through and I'm going to do the rest of these wires, and I will be back momentarily. Alright, so we're in the truck, and this is going to be the first time I put that in there. And that, I would like that a little higher. But, so let's pull this. Oh, yeah. Okay, so there's peel. And there's a couple things that might bite me in the ass. One of which being my 12-volt power cable is a little funky. But here we go, Boss Elite. I can really see this screen. This screen's not bad. I think it's better than the one that was in my S10 or my Silverado. All right. So let's try Bluetooth. No device found. All right, so let's. I'm gonna have to get rid of that beep. Bluetooth. All right, let's see. Can I connect to it from my phone right now? Is it showing up available? Bluetooth settings. Boss Audio BE9ACP. That is correct. You guys are seeing all this, right? Well, you guys aren't really seeing. I'll turn it this way to help you guys see it a little bit better. Allow. I definitely need to hook the mic up since I just did that. Alright, so now let's just go home. We'll go to streaming. I'm going to go to YouTube audio library. And I hope this is the one that's yeah, copyright free. This is the one I used in one of my last videos. EQ settings. Okay, so I have to. The only way to win at life. I never miss that fact. Taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat. Put me in the ring, you go out in effect. Cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill like a... Alright, so I do have an iPhone cable here. Let's plug this in. Like, I never bothered setting the clock on the other radio because it just... What was the point? I can't see the screen. So now we are... Oh, hold on a second. Okay, so I'm having a hard time showing the Android Auto without, or the Apple CarPlay without, you know, reveal my address. So let's go so this loads up Spotify just fine. My neighbor's diesel truck's about to go by. But search. There should be a search feature where I can just type this in, right? Yeah, whatever. So we'll use Spotify here. Okay, so I'm not seeing that as an option, but either way, so I'm plugged in now, and I can pull up so I can pull up YouTube again, just bring that back up. Now we're plugged in. I think it actually sounds a little bit better plugged in. I think the Bluetooth receiver in the other radio was a little bit better. But, you know, the radio itself actually looks decent. I would like it, I feel like I'd like it a little bit higher, but the other cool thing is, like, I can just press these two buttons, I think, and then press them again, and I can just take this with me in the house, so I don't have to worry about somebody breaking my window for a radio. So then you just plug that back in, make sure it's plugged in, and don't tell me I broke it already. Ah. What am I doing? Linus Tech Tips here? So that's the first lock. That's the second lock. I see the lights lit up. So I'll turn it off. Turn it back on. Okay, yeah, everything's up and working now. I can go, once it connects, I can go to streaming. It actually, hopefully now, I don't have to, oh, I don't even have Apple Music. But, yeah, so I can just go into here. Oh, so because it's plugged in, now I can make sure your Bluetooth volume is turned to max. I will do that. I did that. All right. So I still want to go ahead and put the other, the camera in as well as the Bluetooth microphone. But the important part is now I can just use Android or use the Apple CarPlay when I need to. And see, I don't even know what the radio stations are around here.
What are they, just
That's the first one that comes up. That makes sense. So I need to tune the EQ. I need to tune a bunch of other stuff. But now I have an Android Auto radio in my truck again, because that is a feature I really missed. So, thanks for watching. Have a blessed day, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.